Welcome to Whose Review Matters Anyway, the podcast where the show notes are made up and the reviews don't matter where the room where it happened. Nobody knows what happened in that.
Oh my god.
What?
No, nobody
That's the
knows.
reason why it took us like 20 years to get to this point right now.
Yeah, basically.
What are you guys talking about?
Hamilton,
Oh, Hamilton, yes.
the room where it happened.
The
Yeah,
room
no.
where
Yeah.
How do you forget that one?
I don't know. But how was the show though, Ham?
It's a show.
Are you tired of it?
Yes.
Wait, how many times have you seen it?
You mean heard it? Because I'm not in the theater. How many times? Two on the weekends. Probably 8 a week.
How many weeks?
Jeez.
2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yes, I have 13 days. Right? Yeah, 13 days left.
Oh, it's just because like you work where the theater is at.
Right.
Got
You are
you.
correct.
So you're loving it.
Yeah, it's just like.
But hey, at least you don't need
fans
to.
love McDonald's.
I mean, the good thing is that like you don't need to pay for it to watch the show because you're
Yeah.
there. You're
I didn't
there.
pay to see it on Disney Plus either, so.
But hey, at least that's a good thing for you, man. You're experiencing most of the things that people wish that they could experience. So honestly, you should be grateful.
Well, legitimate question though. Do you get to meet any of these people?
Yeah, I see them as they walk by.
So you have seen Manuel?
No.
No. I actually wasn't there that day.
Oh, you were
did come
there?
by though.
So who performs Hamilton if he's not there?
Other people, like any other Broadway show that's not in New York or London.
Oh, and then I don't want to go there.
So now instead of being grateful, they should pay me money. Gotcha.
No, you're still being ungrateful, but you should be grateful.
I can't wait to see you in person.
You know?
Wait, you said 13 more days of it?
Yes, ends November 20th.
Well, I hope one of those days you feel grateful.
You used to be
Yes, the 20th, around midnight.
Are you still a big fan of Hamilton, or would you say that you're just tired of that shit now?
I'm tired.
I would be too.
I mean, I can see your pain with you having kids and just watching something over and over and over again.
Frozen, Encanto, any other Disney movie that comes.
But that's the thing, though, with Sal. I feel like it's vice versa. Like his kids, I feel bad for his kids because, like, I feel like Sal will play that all over again for himself, and his kids like, "Oh my god, this shit again, Dad."
Maybe with Spider-Man.
And then that's when you got to tell your kids, "You see, you're ungrateful."
Which makes me wonder, though. Like, since we're talking about my kids and movies, I guess, because Strange World is coming up in 2 weeks, I think.
I've seen the ads. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not interested.
My kids want to see it, but I'm not interested in either. Like, it doesn't do anything for me.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just because I haven't really paid attention on social media about that movie, or is the marketing for that movie bad?
I think the marketing is bad.
I mean, I've seen them marketing the trailers, and every now I'm like, should I click it?
It's the same over again.
It's what?
It's the same thing over and over again. Like, I don't see anything really new from the trailers. I don't know.
Oh, so you have seen the trailer though?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer, but on that same day, so that one comes out in theaters, but also on that same day, Disenchanted comes out on Disney Plus, and I'd rather see Disenchanted.
It is a sequel.
It is.
It is a prequel that I have not seen the first one.
You gotta see.
I'm not too sure, but just in case, I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, we've been in a hiatus a little bit.
It's your fault.
It's on your grateful on ass.
Because of Hamilton? It's all adding up.
You know what? I give Hamilton a pass.
And you give me a pass.
No, fuck you, you ungrateful ass.
Well, there's also past 2 weeks either. Like, really, sure, you could say Blockbuster. I know one of you guys brought that up, and
Ham.
someone brought up Enola Holmes too. But like, what?
Ham.
But like, who's watching? I don't even remember what we talked about the first one. I don't think I liked it as much. Like, I thought it was okay, but I don't know to warrant a sequel for it.
Go back to the books.
I know I gotta go back to the record and try to figure out what I
There's
gave.
books?
No.
Oh.
Actually, there are books, but I'm talking about his review on it. But there are actually, it's based off books. If you did not know, we did not talk about it, which I think we did.
But was Millie Bobby Brown, whatever her name is, in the first one?
Yeah, she is a
yeah,
Enola
she's
Holmes.
I don't know.
she's Enola Holmes.
It's not
My
as
God.
it's not as memorable. Like, I remember us watching it and talking of it, but I don't remember the details of it.
It's based off of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh,
She is
okay. Well,
the
then
sister of Sherlock Holmes.
I don't even need to see the sequel.
Yeah, I mean, I brought it up because we saw the first one, but if we're not gonna review it, I'm not gonna fucking watch it.
We also saw Cobra Kai and
Oh shit!
Camp Cretaceous, and see where we are on that.
I'm in the middle of Cobra Kai already.
Okay. And Sal?
I've been sleeping.
I'm almost caught up with The Boys.
Oh wow!
I haven't even tried.
Yeah, I'm almost caught up. I just passed like the most gruesive. I've been drinking. The most violent, gruesive episode ever. Apparently.
What, the first one?
No. It was like what episode 6 is where they give you a warning.
And the superhero orgy.
Yeah, I didn't think that was that violent.
Yeah, it's all right.
Violent.
It was just a giant penis like wrapping around, going everywhere around the house, and gets burned to death.
Yes, big penis wraps around, chokes people, sort of.
And that wraps up this episode.
Green card.
Talk about Black Panther.
Black Panther. What? Black Adam?
Black Panther. That's
yes, this weekend. Yes.
Which I didn't get my tickets for. I don't even know. Does anyone even bother? Yes, pre-sale tickets do.
I mean, I got them.
I mean, I get them because you have to, or else you're not going to get seats. I mean, for me, day of, but you still.
Okay, I mean, not counting this one, but if you were to mention that, like, you could have mentioned that for all the other previous Marvel films, and I managed to always get a Thursday night showing, like, at the last second. I'm like, all right, get my ticket.
Last second? What's last second?
Like, literally, when the showtime says 9:05, I roll up at 9:05, go in, get my
ticket. Whoa. But the showing's at 7, though. The first showing's at 7.
Well, I'm just an example. Like, I get there right on time, like, when the showtime says it's supposed to start, and then, you know, the previews or whatever, and then boom. Like, that's what I did for Thor. That's what I did.
Well, I gotta say this, Ham. I think they're doing something different. I don't know if they've done this with all the Marvel movies or big movies where Thursdays there's actually a showing at matinee for like 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, I when I was checking through Fandango, not sponsored by the way, to get my ticket, I saw that Thursday showings that they were like even in the morning.
Huh.
So I was like, that's weird. You could check right now, or probably I was just making some shit up, maybe. But I would have swore that there's, but there is showings like at 1 o'clock though. I will be right about that.
Oh, hold on. Since we're on the topic of Black Panther, I'm gonna ask this one thing, and then we got to move on to
Wakanda Forever. I'm going to cry.
No, well, you always cry. When the first trailer happened,
yes,
you got that scenery of
don't cry.
I forget the character's name, but she was wearing all white, and then all of a sudden, so let's all wear white to go see Black Panther 2. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, because I feel like some people might take that the wrong way or might do it the wrong way too.
Some guy's gonna show what a KKK outfit.
Not that. That didn't go that far.
You were thinking about it, asshole, and I just said it out.
Like, in the context of like, I get it, the symbolism, I guess, sort of towards it, but it also feels kind of a little bit wrong if you're demanding an entire movie audience to wear white to something like this, because you don't know everyone's intentions with that.
I think it's just the way that you think.
Yeah, I don't
Of it.
care, and also I didn't see anything. I really didn't see anyone posting about that. I don't care.
I mean,
Alright.
we know that, but I know where Sal is coming from, though. Like, can you imagine, like, you are the only person to wear like a black shirt to a Black
No.
Panther, and everybody's wearing all white. It's like, what the fuck?
Someone yells in the back, asshole.
Who's actually looking if it's already dark in the theater and the movie maybe already started?
Okay,
The
You gotta
trailer?
stop because there's too many jokes I can make off of this. All right, let's go on.
Somebody's gonna wear a glow in the dark shirt.
You guys have movies to talk about. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. And next, Ham, you're up. What you
Fuck.
talking- Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
wear a cancer shirt when I watch it.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ! All right, so the movie I'm going to review real quick. It's going to be super quick. Any of my anime fans out there, I went to go see
No.
the new One Piece movie, Red. It came out. I'm going to give it a yellow card. There was a couple things that I did like. They were introduced a new character to it, to the series, or somewhat to the series. It was somewhat emotional. But overall, a lot of the characters of the crew were just like on the sideline, didn't do much. It was just more of like the main character of One Piece, the new character, and one more other character. So overall, 3 people got the spotlight while everybody else was on the side. Had a cool story, but I felt like it missed the point of the whole entire reason of One Piece. But overall, it was an enjoyable movie. I liked it. It's good for fans. A yellow card.
Are you a longtime One Piece fan or kind of a recent one?
From 2014.
Okay.
I'm like mid. Like I
Sure.
didn't watch it when it first came out, like in 1999. Like I started watching it. I think 2014 was before the time skip, or was it during the time skip?
I believe you.
Yeah, so I'm like midway range. So like I started watching 2014. I caught up, and I've been watching it ever since. So
Watched the very first episode of One Piece. I think it was like 5 years ago. It was okay. I could see how people get into it, but that's
no, the
commitment.
yeah,
That's
that's
like
the thing though. The
long-term
show does get 100 times better the more you watch it. Once you get to Water 7, that's when the show, in my opinion, takes off and becomes what it is now. Yeah, so just saying, if you want to watch it, it's a lot of episodes, but it's a great. One Piece has a great story, great character development, a lot of great action. The animation does get 100 times better throughout the episodes, and of course, I don't know. I recommend it, man. But if you don't want to, I understand. It's 1,000+ episodes.
I'm good.
Yeah, and it's about to end soon. So
Speaking of ending soon, Ham.
There was a screener today for Black Panther, and of course I did not go see it because I was working. It's been so long. I'm trying to remember if I even talked about Triangle of Sadness. Did I do that already?
Never even heard of it.
It was sort of an indie movie, and you can guess where they showed it at. I think only one Regal might be showing it. I recommend it. Watch it.
Triangle of Sadness.
Yes.
What's the story behind it? What's the concept?
Basically, rich people crash on an island, and the only people who know how to do ship are people who actually worked on the ship. And then it's sort of a role reversal of now they're in charge, and the bougie-ass people have to do what
Then
they're
now.
told. Huh?
I am the captain now.
Basically, something like that. There is a scene, a funny scene that sort of interprets that, but in a better way.
So green card is what you're giving it?
Very green card, yes.
very green card. Neon green. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched shit, so I got nothing to do. I just been sleeping. I'm prepping myself mentally for video games coming up because I got Sonic Frontiers coming out.
Oh, I was about to ask. I saw that.
Yes. Well, someone got an early like Switch copy and has been leaking it out like shit. But I downloaded it on my Xbox. I bought the digital copy. So at midnight, I'll probably play it for about an hour, and then I got 2 weeks of that until Pokemon comes out. That's
when does that come out?
The 18th. That's like right when Thanksgiving break starts. So.
Oh, November 2? Oh shit.
Yeah. So I got that. But then even after that, I only got like a couple more weeks until Need for Speed Unbound comes out.
Oh my god, this guy with his Need for Speed still.
It's been a long time since I played a really good Need for Speed game. So like kind of brings back, like kind of reinvigorates the franchise a little bit because I missed the street, like the underground sort of style to it.
All
so
right.
I'm going back to that.
When is the vampire game coming out? Did it already come out? I'm still waiting on it.
It's not coming out until like early next year.
Okay, so same almost time as the Harry Potter game that I'm waiting for.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It might get delayed again.
About right. Oh, and then there's a Halo. Speaking of delays, Halo has got their winter update coming up tomorrow as well. Yeah.
Wait, where were you playing before then?
I haven't really been playing anything actually the past.
You showed a picture of something.
What did I show a picture of?
Halo, but I don't know what it was.
Oh yeah, no, because I was mainly him because I know Mike will never get an Xbox. It's they're changing up the XP games. Like you actually get XP for playing the match, you get XP for doing well, you get XP for winning, and then you get your challenges, your XP from your challenges. So
it took them how long?
Exactly. I'm saying the next season better be fucking like 3 months. You can't extend that shit anymore because then I'm done with it. Like,
let me just tell you something about the Halo XP shit, right? When you sent me that picture, when Sal sent me that picture of like those 2 challenges, honestly, they should just be a challenge that's just turning on the game. Boom.
You activated multiplayer achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked, because that's kind of fucking bullshit of like those kind of challenges that they're giving you guys.
I didn't read those challenges are pretty easy, but actually now that you bring it up, because there's only 2 that were pictured there, and I'm hoping that's just like the person earned the 2 challenges and not like you can only earn 2 challenges at a time. Because that would hinder the progress, which would make sense then, for them to implement the other Yeah, that's kind of way to go, Mike. You fucked it up.
Yeah, but also,
I mean, I'm just saying, man.
Also, you had to pay to unlock things faster anyway. So,
the multiplayer is coming out, like the campaign multiplayer for it. And then the only thing I'm more excited about, if anything, if they actually implement it well, which I hope they go back to Halo 2, to add career progression in there, which would then finally give me an incentive to go back and keep playing it on a weekly basis.
What, like actual
role sergeant, colonel, lieutenant, whatever, like those ranks.
Yeah, but isn't that for like pro or like you go up and down in ranks?
I don't. Well, I mean, I think for Halo 3 and 4,
like the ones,
it's just in general. Halo 2 was it was like that for specific ranked matches.
Oh, okay.
But they already have that already. They have like Onyx or Gold or whatever. So I think this is just overall progression.
Oh, you're talking about like Call of Duty?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Mike, how's that new Call of Duty game? We all know you've been playing it.
Fucking amazing, man. I love it.
Mike, how's the Switch?
Great, man. How's Hamilton?
You got one shot, and I'm shooting you.
Hey, man, you have multiple shots with Hamilton. So, what? You have 13 more days?
13 more days.
13 more shots. Don't worry.
I will drink some shots. You are correct.
All right, let's move on to our main topic. The movie that Mike hasn't really been waiting for, but saw it anyway because it's a DC project and you had to. And then, of course, we just have to anyway to see what happens.
Because it's The Rock.
It is The Rock.
Yeah.
And it's still number one in the box office because nothing has come out.
I was gonna say yeah, because nothing has come out at all yet. Wait till Black Panther comes out. All right, Black Adam. I don't know where I want to start with this. I'll just go straight to the statistics here. Before we move on, IMDb gives this movie a 7.1 out of 10.
Okay.
Rotten
Interesting.
Tomatoes gives it a 40%.
Ooh.
Metacritic gives it a 41%.
Oh.
Now, Ham, because he was so fed up with watching Hamilton so many times, he promised that for each night of listening to Hamilton that he would offer shots to every person that comes see Black Adam, which is why 93% of Google. This is pretty extreme though if you think about it. Like 40%, 93%, like holy shit. Like
those are like flipped.
But damn.
Those...
The synopsis, I guess I'll read it. It's a little bit lengthy, but I'll try to blow through it here. I don't even know how to pronounce this one. An ancient Kandak?
Oh!
Kandak.
An ancient Kandak. Tef Adam was bestowed the almighty powers of the gods. After using these powers for vengeance, he was imprisoned, becoming Black Adam. Nearly 5,000 years have passed, and Black Adam has gone from man to myth to legend. Now free, his unique form of justice, born out of rage, is challenged by modern-day heroes who form the Justice Society. Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, and Cyclone. Obviously, Dwayne Johnson is the main headline here, but in here is Dr. Fate, Noah Centineo as Atom Smasher. I didn't know anything about this one character. Clone, you got Contessa Swindle.
Yeah, Storm.
Basically, anyone else here that's like notable or who's the kid?
I just know Pierce Brosnan and The Rock.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Because I don't even know who the kid is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I was looking forward to this movie because it looked, I don't know, just more action-packed, just more, I don't know, just looked more enjoyable than recent DC films.
Mm-hmm.
I know Mike wasn't looking forward to it.
Not at all.
Yeah.
My expectations were like a 1.
Ham.
I was maybe 50-50. I was like, what happens?
He just showed up for the fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see where this conversation goes. I think it's going to be pretty short and dry unless someone surprises me here. But we'll start with cards all the way around and back to pros and cons. So starting with Mike, what card will you give Black Adam?
Leaving the theater, I was 50-50 with a yellow or red. There was moments where I was like, okay, this might be a yellow. Oh, okay, went back down to a red. And I think, honestly, I just have to give this a red. It was... Yeah, I'll talk about it. I'm going to give this a red. I might be talked to a yellow, but for now, just a red card.
Okay. Ham?
So there's James Bond in there. So GoldenEye.
There was some gold, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Was that is this your gold card? You're saying you forget for everything all at once, and
it's
this is it?
close to gold. It's a yellow, sort of gold color. Because I fell asleep, so I didn't see the whole movie. Yeah, I don't know which part it was. It's between him getting in the jail or whatever, prison, and then
it was towards the end.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't much, but it was probably 5 to 10 minutes. So whatever.
Or you just that bored with it?
Maybe a little. I was sleepy a little, and then I was just like,
okay.
So I'll give it that much.
So what was your card?
Yellow, because what I saw, I was like, all right, so maybe the boring stuff I fell asleep, so it made it better. I don't know.
I'm gonna go initially with the yellow, although I could be talked down to a red. So I'm kind of like opposite of Mike a little
I
bit.
can't talk anybody down because I don't know what
The first thing I'll say is like this is the most Marvel of a DC movie that I could possibly think of. Like everything here was like the beat of a Marvel movie.
Felt like a bootleg Marvel movie.
No, this felt like the Scorpion King or something.
But like the fact that they had this kid in there, which I could care less.
Oh my god!
It's like not that like stupid, illogical.
So
thing,
Iron Man
but, like,
3?
he's just like skateboarding through like most Marvel things have like a kid, and I'm like I'm over the kid concept. Like just get rid of it.
I think this shit had the worst kid involvement ever.
No.
It did, man.
Iron Man 3.
I know it's already
No, this is worse than Iron Man 3.
What this kid rolls up on the skateboard. The first time we see him is spoilers, people. By the way, spoilers. It's been 2 fucking weeks.
Spoilers.
You probably care anyway. The kid rolls up on a skateboard and was involved in like conning the security guy to get this group through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that like coincidental?
It was like both ish. Like the kid was relying on like Black Adam to come and save him, but yet again,
the very first part, the
very first part. I don't fucking know.
The guy's pulling up next to the security guard. He doesn't want the security guard to go check the back because they're smuggling 2 people in there. One of them's like someone famous, I guess, or whatever.
The mom.
Sure. Yeah. But was it? Oh, man, see, that's the thing. I don't care about this character. It's so forgettable. Red card. That's it. I'm dropping it down. The red card. Like 5 minutes into me conversing, and what was cool were the action scenes. Sure, but every time I kept watching, like every second I kept watching this movie, I kept thinking about like, this is why I appreciate the way Marvel does things, because this is so like formulaic and so like CGI heavy. They said it's not as CGI heavy, but it's just there's no way a lot of that shit he pulled off.
Man, did you see that fucking ending, bro? The fucking this became like fucking Diablo 3 and with Black Adam inside.
Honestly, my favorite part of the entire movie was just seeing Henry Winkler. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Dr. Fate was pretty cool.
I don't know what else I want to really say about this movie because like I kept thinking this is such a generic Marvel movie and it didn't feel like a DC movie despite it being a DC character. You could almost argue that the Justice Society, who should have been like a cool, like exciting thing to watch, really was just upheld by Dr. Fate. Like Dr. Fate was the coolest member of that entire team and was the only one worth watching.
Yep,
and even
the only one.
A lot of people would compare Dr. Fate to Doctor Strange. A lot of the things I'm not a big like. I don't know obviously DC lore. I don't know Dr. Fate. If he does any, but it just seemed like a straight ripoff of like a Doctor Strange thing. And I'm like that kind of
whoa. It came out first.
No. Like it's movie visually wise, it seemed like it seemed like a ripoff of Doctor Strange, which is doing the character like not justice at all. Like it's unfair to that character because I know Dr. Fate is a pretty it's not like an S tier character, but like an A tier character that a lot of DC fans know. It just kind of seemed like they did that almost intentionally because they know that they had to kind of find a way to entice Marvel fans, I guess. But I don't know. I think they could have been fine without it. The way that I think he's portrayed in the comics a little bit better. Mike can maybe speak more on that than I can, but it didn't feel like a Dr. Fate. Like it didn't feel like a unique thing when I was watching it. It just seemed like I could have sworn that same hand movement in Doctor Strange, but I don't know. Black Dwayne Johnson is just being Dwayne Johnson, which I don't know. Like he didn't seem as anti-hero as I thought he was going to be. He had some cool action scenes, but I thought they were also excessive. I think like was it the second one where he's like going through like this factory or whatever?
Yeah.
I think I almost fell asleep at that part because I was like, you could have done a little bit more here. Like you could have been a little bit more unique and something like more specific. I'm gonna just float into a base. Anything that touches me will blow up. Like I don't know. It just didn't seem as exciting as it could have been. I was more disappointed with a lot of this stuff than I guess more excited. The only thing that really brought it up, but shouldn't be a factor, is the fact that we get to see spoilers. People, by the way, spoilers. You get to see Henry Cavill come back as Superman at the very end in the post-credit scene, which was awesome, sweet. Are they going through a Man of Steel 2? Maybe, I don't know.
Yes, announced.
But Dwayne Johnson kept saying like he wanted to make it happen and he made it happen because he knows the fans want it to happen. Sure. But that doesn't like make up for the entirety of the movie. I think it was, if anything, it's more eye candy for certain viewers, but it's entertaining at times, but just not consistent enough for me. So yeah, I was in a shit yellow, but because the characters are so forgettable, and the only one that really stood out was Henry Winkler and Dr. Fate, and occasionally Black Adam, which is sad because it's his own fucking movie. Yeah, I'll drop it down to a red.
Yeah. Ooh. Can I go next? Because like I feel like mine will be short as well too. Well, actually, fuck. Ham, go ahead because I feel like I'm gonna actually be long now thinking about it. Fuck. Go ahead, Ham.
The Rock, which is Fast and Furious and James Bond. They did this thing. James Bond got a crew together instead of whatever The Rock was. I don't even know The Rock's character in Fast and Furious. He was just The Rock.
I call him Baby Oil Man.
Baby Oil. All right. Then Jason Statham was, probably a Hawkeye guy.
Right, he was in that movie. Fuck, I forgot he didn't do anything in that movie though, other than get his ass kicked.
What movie?
Talked about him. A Hawkman.
No, I'm talking about Hawkman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just know that the atomic guy got big for a second.
No one cares.
Yeah, that was it. I fell asleep.
Big news alerts, Marvel. Daniel Kaluuya is going to be the voice for Spider-Punk.
Okay.
That's how exciting this Black Adam movie is, people. And it took Mike to stop everything for a
Spider-Man animated movie.
Insignificant Marvel detail.
The Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse, yes. He is Spider-Punk, and I'm excited for that because I like Spider-Punk.
All right. I have another alert, guys. Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox announced Back to the Future shop. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox announced Back to the Future shop.
Are they making a Back to the Future movie?
No! 2 people have to die for that.
Whoa.
2 bombs. Robert Zemeckis and
What
Bob.
do you mean? Are they making like a store when you say that, or?
Back to.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. The end. Continue. No.
I'm trying to look up this shop right now, and I'm afraid to click this link because I know it's going to fuck up the audio. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, don't watch Black Adam at this point. It's wait till it streams on HBO eventually.
Even that alone is kind of like, don't do that to yourself either. But okay. Anyways, so Ham, are you done?
Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson reportedly doesn't like Shazam franchise.
Oh boy. Ham's done. Okay, Mike, go ahead.
Okay. So all right, guys. Okay. So if anybody who doesn't know that I am a DC guy, I like DC. I grew up with DC. Like Sal, he grew up with Marvel. Well, Sal likes Marvel. You know, because Marvel has done a phenomenal job with the movies, with comics, and DC has done phenomenal things with their comics and shows. But now I feel like everything is falling apart with DC because they've canceled so many of their CW shows. I think Flash is the only one that's standing. But I think,
Well, that is supposed to end the next season, I believe.
Yeah, it's
yeah. Oh, I stopped watching Flash because I felt like it was already like bullshit already. Um, back to Black Adam. I am very familiar with the character. I'm familiar with Doctor Fate. I'll tell you what I'm not familiar is that fucking kid on the skateboard. That kid is such a piece of shit, bro. Why is he in the movie?
You
Like,
know, what he reminds me of? He reminds me of that kid from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
What?
oh my god, useless. Yes.
The kid that's like friends with the teens, like the Rangers, and then he has like the scene at the end where he tries to save everybody. He's like, "Yeah, come on, guys!" And then he hoses all the parents down from the ooze. That kid.
Yes. You know what? I think that's where they fucking got this from.
Wait a minute. Breaking news, guys. Woo, woo, woo. Gears of War movie and animated series are coming.
Stop it! Let's just finish this.
I mean, I hope they make a Gears of War movie. But anyways, back to the review. That fucking kid, man, I was so annoyed. And the worst part about it is that there's two scenes. There's two fucking scenes. I'm like, are you kidding me? Is when the kid is trying to sneak through the stairs. Instead of him doing with his feet, he gets on his skateboard to go sneak through the stairs. And then he gets caught. And then he goes down the stairs on his feet and then rides his skateboard and then gets off the skateboard, goes down the stairs and then gets on his skateboard and then he gets caught. And then he's like, oh my God, how did I get caught? No shit, you fucking Sherlock. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah, he's
and
a
then
skater boy.
oh my god, I am a skater boy. Skater boy. And the other scene that I thought was so fucking corny was that he was reuniting everybody and he does the whole symbol with his hands. He's like, come on, everybody. We need to reunite and defeat these zombie
What's the Wu-Tang
monsters.
symbol?
The Wu Tang Clan, you know?
Oh, that's right at the end where he's like standing next to the statue or whatever. Or like,
Yeah, it's some
Yeah.
bullshit. And I feel like only 10 people live in that fucking village because
That's why it reminded me so much of Power Rangers. That kid from Power Rangers. It burns in my mind.
Yeah, it's like I'm the kid. I'm the kid. Hey guys, I'm the kid. I'm the kid in the movie. Kid. I'm
kid, and then also too his mom. Like it's just the whole human aspect, the mom, and then you have like another version of Ham in this movie that just like didn't fucking do anything whatsoever in this fucking movie, bro. Like they were just so stupid. And then like first of all, one, I feel like they found that crown, the whole like king crown, so
the king
easy.
crown.
That crown, whatever that shit is,
The king crown.
the king crown, the demon crown, whatever you want to fucking call that shit. I feel like they found that so easily. Like I feel like they went to a mountain, went inside, made 3 lefts and 1 right, and they found it. Like, isn't this shit supposed to be like hidden deep, like where it's hard to find?
They entered the cheat code.
They end somehow, and we don't even get to know how they found it. They're just like, we're on our way to this mountain because we know where this thing is at. And then she's able to read this encrypted language that nobody speaks of anymore, and she just unlocks Black Adam, and it's just like, what the fuck? And then, of course, the music, the soundtrack for this movie is horribly added into the movie. Just bad timing. Like they want to do like these slow motion stuff, and they want to add like these very poor music that apparently is supposed to like it's supposed to be timely perfectly for that scene, but it just ends up becoming like very like uneven, awkward. It's just super awkward. Like like what was it like?
I don't remember the music choice, but I do remember when I was watching, I was like, why are they playing this song? Like, I don't like this doesn't get me excited. It doesn't make it any more exciting. This is kind of weird. Like, I don't get it.
It's kind of weird. Honestly, they should have. If they were gonna do that, just put the Spice Girls or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like to make it a little bit more weird, but it would have been a like, okay, this is pretty funny. No, they just do random shit, and it just doesn't make any sense. Atom Smasher, the worst. Cyclone, she blows wind.
The
Uh,
worst.
the worst. So she's blowing Black Adam.
I'll let you go.
You know, she's blowing everybody in that village, and
Yeah.
then Hawkeye. It's a Hawkman, Hawk guy, Hawkman, Hawk boy. He was annoying in this movie, man. Like you're supposed to be rooting for the JSA, but you're going against them. Like you're just like, yo, can you just get the fuck out of the way, man? Like anything that you say, I'm not going to agree with you because you are just an annoying shithead, dude. Like, just get the fuck out of my face. Dr. Faith, I somewhat enjoyed, but it was just more of like just to have you in the
Dr.
movie.
Fate?
Yeah, Dr. Fate, man. Like it was just
You gotta have faith.
you gotta have faith. And the thing is, they just added this character. They just shoehorned this character in this movie with the actor just to bring more money. You know, and then of course, last but not least, Black Adam. I am a huge Dwayne the Rock Johnson fan. I love this guy. I usually watch all his movies that he's in, even though like some of them might be poor and he plays himself, but I always enjoyed it. And in this movie, he played himself. I can't say that he played Black Adam right. I mean, I can't say that he did a good job. I just gotta say, like, he just pump iron, played himself, and he's Black Adam now. Like, I don't think he did the character justice, but I just can't see anybody else playing Black Adam besides him now. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know, can he do a better job? Yes, of course. Can they be a better writing script for this character? Yes, of course. Do I think they fucked it up already with him becoming a hero because you saved this whole entire village and then you add Superman into the post-credit scene? So is he a villain now? But you made him into a hero, but not an anti-hero. Even though he's killing bad guys, but he didn't start out becoming that until later on, once after he fought Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, and Superman. You're doing this all in reverse. So, like, is this a movie just to introduce Black Adam and then bring back Superman and then forget about it after Flashpoint comes out?
Maybe.
It's just this was just very poor. Another very poor writing on the DC block. And yeah.
But so what's weird is though, I don't know if what I'm about to say like contradicts it, but then I feel like it also contradicts what I'm about to say. Like it doesn't feel like a DC movie. Like if you look back and like look at Suicide Squad or even Superman or Man of Steel, like despite like how formulaic the superhero movie genre is, these movies still had some sort of uniqueness to it. Like you can almost argue that Marvel, like they're all pretty much the same. It's the same sort of trope, and we discussed that when we talked about She-Hulk. Like it's the same. Here's the hero, here's the villain. That's like just the opposite of the hero. Just has the same powers, and then we end with this big final CGI fight. And Black Adam seemed to mimic that. And like you said, it's like a budget Marvel film, and I think that's what hurt it because. Maybe they thought, oh, the only way we can bring money is if we copy Marvel and do like that's not being true to themselves because despite like how bad Justice League is or Batman vs Superman is or people thought Aquaman was really bad or Wonder Woman, you can still feel like it's a DC film. Like it has some sort of like I don't know how else to say it. How like they at least put some effort to make each of their movies
different.
And not like like a repetition, like a pattern of some sort. Like, it's not the same old shit over and over again. Where this one, that's why I said like this is the most Marvel movie I've ever seen, is because like I was just watching another Marvel movie, but it was weird because it's not a Marvel character. None of these are Marvel characters, so it just felt very awkward to watch it because like two scenes where they played a song which made the action sequence, some people found entertaining. I thought it was weird, but it's something like Marvel would do. They would play a song that would fit an action sequence. I don't know why I feel like Marvel does it better than DC, but but I think it's because DC doesn't do this, and they shouldn't do that to copy Marvel. They should continue to do their own thing. I feel like
Correct. Yeah.
Black Adam did the same way that the first Wonder Woman movie did. I don't think we would have any complaints about Black Adam. I think we'd think it's a
Yeah.
solid film, and then that's it. But I think it just tried so hard to fit in the whole superhero genre that Marvel has created it to be at this point.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that what's the struggling part about DC is that they want to do too much. Nobody has them on check. There's no Kevin Foggy. There's no other.
I mean,
And
man,
we'll talk about that right in a bit.
somebody's
I know. We'll talk about that right now, like the new CEO. But it's just I feel like at the time of this movie was being released, they didn't have the new CEO. You know, they were trying to do different things, and I think that's what's the struggling part about becoming a DC fan is that when you watch every single movie from Man of Steel until now, is that each of these movies just go off their own ways. There's no connection. There's no end game. There's no like. It's just a mysterious thing. Just throw it up in the air and hopefully fans like it, and fans do like it. They'll just go based off of that. But so far, there hasn't been any of that. They're just bouncing off of each other and praying for the best, like hoping for the best and shit. And then of course, another wee breaking news. Oh my god. James Gunn is the new CEO for DC EU.
okay.
So he is the new Kevin Feige as now. I know me and Sal were talking about this off recording. Um,
Oh, okay.
Second,
Sal,
we actually started recording.
yeah.
Uh,
He's like, well, what's going to be the difference between the other two that failed the franchise, And I'll say this: you are right. What is going to be the difference? I will say this though. I feel like James Gunn is literally based off of comic books. I think he's the type of person where he actually sits down, reads materials, takes full control of what he wants, and he brings it. Because so far, I do like what he did with the two Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and I did like the Suicide Squad that he directed. And they were based off of like they felt like literally straight from comic books, and they were fun, colorful. Maybe the colorful thing might be a little bit bad if you're trying to make a Batman movie or any other type of, if you're trying to bring Constantine or anything else. But I feel like he takes full control of his work and he brings it to life, and that's the thing that I'm excited for. If it flops, it's another DC flop. But if it's good, it's like fuck yeah, finally. And there has been reports that him and Henry Cavill have sat down and he has showed everything that he's planning to do, and I think that's what convinced Henry Cavill to come on board, and they've reached they have reached an agreement on his contract and everything. And I think I think his work will start showing after Flashpoint.
not during Flashpoint with Ezra Miller, Ezra whatever.
Nah, I think they're just gonna let that. They're gonna do Flashpoint / kidnap children.
And so in the Flashpoint movie, is the Flash going to change into someone else at the end?
I think so. That'll be funny. But I there's just so much that I could hope for. Marvel is still going to be great right now. Marvel, it's sort of in a little slump. There's a couple movies so far in Phase 4, like Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange. Black Panther's coming out now, and I think those are going to be great. I think Black Panther's going to be a great hit. I hope, but I'm pretty confident it's going to be a good movie. And then after that, Marvel's going to take off again. You know, um, that's just my input. I don't know if you guys have any input on it. No,
Yeah.
crickets. Damn.
Yeah.
Ham, you want to add anything to the James Gunn thing?
Breaking news. The Dungeons and Dragons is pushed back a month.
Oh my god.
Woo.
I think Henry Cavill helped direct that movie.
No.
No.
So it is related. Cool. James Gunn, I mean, if he's allowed to do what he's allowed to do, then I think it will be a fun ride. So we shall see in Shang-Chi, not really. Maybe in whatever Marvel DC collab, maybe? No? I don't think so. DC movie. Yay.
I just think that James Gunn was nabbed as an opportunity that DC saw before Marvel could do anything. Because the last thing was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume. He's got, and even then, he wasn't sure if he was working on that until he was like just about to start production on Suicide.
Well, yeah, with the controversy and all that, that did.
Until later. So
Yeah.
because he was given Freedom Ring to do Suicide Squad, oh, hey, DC's letting me do whatever I want. So, hey, I'm in good grace with DC. And then now all of a sudden he's starting to write the script for Guardians. DC calls him and be like, hey, man, you look at Suicide Squad, big hit. You want to come work with us? You want to run this whole thing? It'd be great. We suck anyway. So you might as well help us, gain some sort of status. And so he was like, well, Marvel's been up on my ass for a while, so I'm pretty sure after this, they're going to want to stick to their rules. So, sure, I'll go over to DC where I have complete creative control. And that's where I see it. Like, I feel like it's just like a temporary, like a short-term win for DC.
Yeah.
And they're not really thinking long-term, which it's something against James Gunn. I think James, no matter what, whether he's with Marvel, DC, or both, it doesn't matter. I just think what Warner Brothers or whatever DC Comics, whoever is in charge of the whole movie lineup, whatever, don't really know what they have, and they're just capitalizing on it until things go south. And as soon as something goes south, they'll be like, "Oh, fuck it, scratch it, let's do something else again."
I mean, this is basically what they did with Joss Whedon. They had him do Avengers, and then whatever. How many years later he's doing what? Justice League.
And then now he's not doing anything because he's an asshole.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is just mirroring the.
So is James Gunn an asshole?
We'll see.
You gotta think about that now.
Well, I mean, because and on the Marvel side of things, it gets what's the word? They're in a specific. They have a specific path they're trying to follow, right? So it's like they can give creative control to their directors. But I'm sure there's like a bullet point list of like, hey, make sure you mention this, make sure you mention that, make sure you lead to this, make sure there's like, I'm pretty sure that list grows as each movie goes on.
I'm sure.
Directors, later down the line be like, fuck, I have to follow this up, I have to follow that. Because like I'm pretty sure that's what happened with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, where, they fucked up Gamora's thing in Endgame. So it's like, well, now James Gunn has write a story around that, which maybe or maybe not was his original intent with that character.
I think I've heard that.
So it just gets more complicated. I mean, we had Ant-Man, right?
Ant-Man and the Quantumania.
Well, no, it was even the first Ant-Man movie. It was supposed to be right. I think was it, and then it was pawned off to the director, and that's again was creative differences. Which weird is that I feel like when Marvel says differences, they legitimately mean creative differences, not in the other bullshit like people are talking about. It's like, no, Marvel wants it done this way, so if the directors don't feel like they want to do it that way, then they have the choice of just leaving. Like Scott Derrickson and Sam Raimi, again, creative differences between Scott Derrickson and Marvel. It's Marvel has like this weird sort of they can't really be seen as the bad guy because it's like they built up this universe. This is how we want it done. If you want to follow us, hey, great. Now you're in on the fame. If not, well, then you got other movie opportunities I'm sure you can do.
I think you mean Disney.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is just history repeating itself with back in the day with, DC and Marvel. They would take, right from one company to the other and vice versa. I mean, I think Stan Lee wrote DC stuff, right?
I think a few things,
Yeah,
or
and
at least pitched ideas. Yeah.
yeah, so and either way, back and forth, it's just the same thing happening now in movies where you have one person who's done this, and they're like, "Well, if you guys are done with him, we'll take him." And so it's just, but I think it's maybe a little bit more reverse. Marvel has them first, then they go to DC.
Floppy seconds.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that two reds and a yellow for Black Adam?
Fuck, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, we talked down to a red.
You got me.
Yay.
3 reds. You
Number
know what?
one movie in the box office.
I have a card to anything, and when I was going through like the list and updating it, I've given the majority of the movies this year yellow cards.
Interesting.
Interesting. So, is there any other movie in the future that you planning to give a red?
I don't know what else is coming.
I mean, a Becky card.
There's Strange World, there's Disenchanted, there's Black Panther. Is there anything else that's coming before the end of the year that
I know of, unless we watch something that is not.
Oh,
yeah.
you know what I want to see? Oh fuck, what's it called? It's the Christmas version of Nobody. Is it with David-
Santa. Yes.
Will Ferrell.
No. It's the
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
No,
it's the freaking Santa Claus guy from Stranger Things.
David Harbour. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
David
I-
Harbour.
Buddy, I thought you were talking about the one with Ryan Reynolds. I thought you meant the Guy movie or whatever.
No.
No, I got
No,
you. I got you.
it's Santa Claus fucking killing people.
Yeah, I know which one. You're
That movie I want to see.
I do too.
I'm trying to think of other Christmas movies. I mean, there's the Santa Claus series coming out.
the Christmas movie I just talked about.
Oh, the Will Ferrell one. I don't care. It's Will Ferrell.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
Trailer at least. That's it. That's where I'll go. All right, 3 reds for Black Adam. Wait till it goes on HBO Max. If you don't have HBO Max, wait till Blockbuster gets it.
Oh man.
Speaking of Blockbuster,
We don't have time for that. All right, I'm wrapping it up. Mike, do the thing.
Hey guys, follow us on social media. Oh fuck. follow us on social media at WRMAcast on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, aka Elon Musk. The whole thing. WRMAcast. And also too, write us an email of any questions or anything like that at drunkcop.ateacher@gmail.com. When's the last time we've seen that email?
Ham.
you know what it is.
Got you.
Yeah. So next topic would be Black Panther. I'm sure that'll be a lengthy discussion. So
Yeah.
got like a bazillion characters in there anyway. Got Ironheart and Namor, as he says it in the trailer. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I feel like there is supposed to be something else coming out this weekend, but I don't.
I thought it was called Namor. I don't know why.
It is Namor, but in the trailer, I think he says Namor because it's a whole Hispanic thing. Like the actor's from Mexico, so I feel like they're kind of playing off like some sort of like Latin based,
Why not just call him Juan then? The fuck? I'm Spanish, people. It's not racist. I'm just saying.
Like I said, I feel like something else comes out this weekend, but maybe not. All right,
Namor.
there for next time. Other than that, any final words, gentlemen?
Ham forever. I'm doing the cross
More
thing.
nuts.
What?